Now we all know that games are trying to be the best business at times, aka a service, but I do have a soft spot for a certain game that started as a service and is still continued to be one of the best games that is also a service. I'm talking about Warframe, released in 2013 by Digital Extremes, and this game has gotten so much dedication from the fan base, so much dedication from the developers. This is why I like this game. While I'm not a day-to-day player of Warframe anymore, there was a time years ago where I spent nights playing trip-hop music and pretending I was Tom off of Toonami as I go into the night playing hours of missions, grinding my characters, weapons, abilities, and all types of other things until the sun came up. This video is going to be talking about the roots of where Warframe came from. This one game that started off as a sci-fi space epic, but due to the trends of the time, it had to be something else. It had to be released in 2008, and it was called Dark Sector. Now, one reason why Dark Sector is such a special game is because to me it has one of the greatest gimmicks that I've ever seen. This game is about the glaive. Forget about the story, forget about the characters, forget about the shooting. It is about the glaive, a three-pronged weapon. It's like a ninja star. You throw it, it has bullet time on it, it gets different abilities, it can absorb elements. It's on the front cover, it's on the back cover, it's on the main menu, it's all over the manual, and they wanted to make sure that this was the poster, the icon for this game. I would love to find out why this weapon was chosen to be the focus for the entire game, because in the initial trailers, when this game was the Warframe prototype, the real Warframe prototype, when there was space and sci-fi elements all throughout that trailer, stealth kills against cyborgs in space, you see a prototype Excalibur skin, you don't even see Hayden's face. Speaking of Hayden, a quick run through of what this game's story is about. You're dealing with infected in a Russian nation up in the Soviet Union. You got infected running around everywhere. You're going against soldiers dressed up in hazmat suits. You play an operative from some unknown American agency. The game starts off in a chroma filter. By the time you get infected and start developing your abilities, the color comes to the world. You meet all types of characters that don't even matter. You go against a variety of bosses. And hashtag Hot Horror Summer, this game gets surprisingly creepy when you get to certain segments throughout the campaign. Oh shit. Now, ironically, for me, this was a nice, fun, quick game to play in my teenage years, but now that I look back at this game from where I am now, I could see that the creative freedom was taken advantage of. This game is nothing like it initially started. While playing through this game's story, I immediately started making comparisons to Resident Evil 4, Gears of War. The cover mechanics are there, but they're not as sharp or not as responsive as Gears of War. The shooting is not as responsive as Resident Evil. There is something very freaky about the aim reticule in this game that's off. I don't know if that's trying to make it more realistic or if the virus just makes you aim sloppy as hell. I smoked through this game quickly. It took me about 5 hours. You could catch it on Twitch. It's gonna be in a link in the info most likely. But I find it interesting that when it comes to this whole situation with Digital Extreme, shout out to them, they actually had much more heart when they decided to make the best service game that they wanted. It fed into their passions. They got to build a whole community. But back when they tried to make a single player standalone game, they didn't have their hearts in it. It's a tacked on multiplayer on Dark Sector. It feels like a nasty Gears clone, and most of the stuff in this story, you probably gonna have to read it up in the manual because it ain't too many explanations. You just see people noticing familiarities in certain characters, but they never explain it. the ending of the game is so hilarious to me that I'm just gonna let that play and let that be the end of this video. Shout out to everybody for watching. I appreciate y'all. Next video coming up soon. The next game that I'm gonna be playing is gonna be the end of Hot Horror Summer. Of course, that doesn't mean it's the end of anything. We just gonna snap this era to the end because we're getting ready for the fall season. Shout out to all the die-hard Warframe fans out there. I'm just showing y'all where that good old Tenno name came from with Hayden Tenno of Dark Sector. Y'all be safe and stay geeked. We smoked it before 10 o'clock. Gonna party up with the homies after this shit.
The transmission, it's still going. What
Shout out to
is
rough Russia.
You can feel it building. Do something.
There's something beautiful about that Eastern European accent.
One of us. No.
I have the oh shit. Rated M for mature. Let's go. The frame rate started getting fucking nasty at the end. We still get the heroic ending after. It's so morbid because like
That was how it started. The irony of this disease.
old girl got smoked.
That in all the others, it made evil.
I can't go back home.
But for him, it had saved his soul.
When you done put so much into a game and you gotta release it. So the ending is just ugh. Oh my god, that's it.